Alright guys, this is the beginning of day 3. My brother's dual fuel system here, the Bosch heat pump Coleman gas furnace system. And came here this morning. I left my gauges on here, left it pumped up overnight, and we're holding steady. It's actually starting to rise now that the sun's coming up. It's warming up outside, so I'm going to go ahead and release the nitro out of my lines, and I'm going to get my vacuum pump hooked up. And then I think my next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my extension ladder back up here because I'm an idiot. I'm going to pull my covers off here, and we're going to go ahead and sleeve this thermostat wire that goes to the thermostat up through there so we can get it up to the furnace. So let's get started. Get this vacuum pump going first. Alright guys, we're pumping up the jam here with the vacuum pump. Just getting started here. Let's go get that extension ladder. It's going to be a nice relaxed day again. Alright, got the ladder set up there. I'm going to go ahead and get the line hide pieces off. Probably pull the couplings too. It makes it a lot easier to get them back on, at least that middle one anyway. And then we will get that thermostat wire pull. I need to get a piece of seal tight long enough to go from inside to the line hide, and we'll sleeve it first. That way it's there. So we'll get started on that. Let me get this line hide pulled off. Alright guys, let me give you the rundown here. So we got this is the heat pump wire. Here's our stat wire for the thermostat. I got it sleeved into the crawl about a foot. Got it up in my line hide. And then we got our wire up in there. And our fish rod's pushed all the way through. So my brother's going to go up there. Silicone is still a little wet, so I told him to bring a couple rags so he can wipe it as he pulls. Alright guys, got my line cover back on there. I got my thermostat wire sleeved. I'll probably put myself a clamp right there. But yeah, and I mean, shoot, while I'm at it, I could probably sleeve this, but I won't. I'll just tuck the heat pump wire up underneath like I normally do. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this line cleaned up, get my low voltage done out here, and then I'm gonna head up top and do the same. All right, guys, let me give you the rundown. We got everything finished up pretty much out here. So here is my thermostat wire that's coming from the actual thermostat. It had to go through the crawl. It's going up through the line hide up to the attic furnace. And we have our we have our heat pump thermostat wire that I got tucked back behind here. It's tied in. We have our 2 leads for our outdoor sensor, which is tucked up underneath the line hide here about, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches, so get an accurate temperature without the sun hitting it. It's not touching the plastic, so it won't get any heat from the line hide. So you got those. Then we have our reversing valve, we have our Y compressor, we have our common, and we have our defrost. Kick on the gas furnace whenever it goes into defrost. What else I want to show you? I got the line voltage tied in, 120 volt leg, 120 volt leg and ground. I really like these terminals. As long as you cut your wires to the right length, they go right in. Real nice terminals to wind your wires on. I got everything all clamped together. Yeah, we're done. I just need to set one dip switch out here. I like, in my climate, we do accelerated heating and cooling. What that does, it shoots for a colder target, a colder and a warmer target temp on the evaporator or condenser, depending on what mode it's in. In heating, it'll give you a warmer condenser, and in cooling, it'll give you a colder target temperature for the evaporator. So yeah, I'm going to flip that dip switch. I'll get this cover back on, and then I got a sales call I got to go to, and then I will come back to my brother's house and go up in the attic. I still got to seal that too. I haven't forgot. All right, guys, I'm back for the day, but I wanted to show you guys a couple pictures from the sales call that I went to. You can tell I'm pretty out of it. It's been a hot attic today, but check out these pictures of this old standing pilot gas furnace. I'm giving a bid on this currently. Pretty interesting. We don't have much of this over here. Take a look. All right, guys, I'm gonna go yank that 3-inch flue pipe out from the roof and upsize my flashing to put this 4-inch in. I'm gonna bring him up there to gauge how much I need to open it. Got some snips, greens, because my brother lost my reds. Drill to pull the screws out, hammer and screwdriver to get the caulking off, and we'll yank that 3-inch out of there and open it up, and I'll have my brother shove the 4-inch up from underneath. Got my 6-foot ladder here, so I got to go up the extension ladder and then put my 6-footer up there. So good times. All right, guys, didn't show you most of the work, but what I did was I pulled the 3-inch out of here. I just cut the flashing big enough to get my 4-inch into. Slid it down. I got about a foot down below the roof line so I can tie into it. I got my cap dry fitted on there right now. I'm waiting for my brother to get me a couple screws for it. So I used my gutter seal here underneath the storm collar, slid the storm collar down, did another layer of gutter seal on top of it, so we'll be nice and sealed. And my brother's Davis weather station there. Oh, fun times. I'm over here. I got a good view of the mountains. Let's see if I can show you. I live over there, way over there. All right, so there's our vent coming down. There's our vent on the furnace. Should be pretty damn straight. Just probably offset a couple 90s. I got adjustable fittings. I brought up a whole mishmash of stuff and one longer piece. So we should be able to hook this up real quick. Then I'll see what I need to hook up the gas. I'll bring that up there and we'll get the gas hooked up. We'll come back and do the low voltage and at least have their heat for tonight. Try to get the AC going too. I got about 2.5 hours. All right, just like that. We're all vented. Get my measurement for my gas right here. Looking good. Matt's getting those last 2 runs hooked up over there. Kind of. And I'll do it like this. I'll do the gas pipe first, then I'll come back and do our low voltage wiring, and I'll come back and clean this line up, and then I'll start working on the drains. I should be able to get all that done today. I don't know why not. All right, so I bought this little Milwaukee pack out for if I'm just want to make one trip up to an attic or a crawl space or somewhere tight, and I'm not making a million different stops. So I got what I need to finish off the gas pipe here, low voltage, drain, some clamps, and then I also got a connector for the electrical so I can tie it in. So shouldn't be able to have to make any more trips down today, just the one. So this is a nice little guy they sell at Home Depot, so if you don't have one, get one, and you can just make one trip up with all your little stuff to wrap things up. Probably get the line set all cleaned up today too. All right, guys, got my gas pipe all piped in. Every joint is taped and doped. It's the proper way to do it. Don't just dope it. I see other guys on the internet, on YouTube doing that, just doping it or just taping it. Do both, and you won't ever have any leaks. Trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit with this because of all this flex back here. But you know, gas flexes in our region are code because of earthquakes. Got to be flexible. There's my valve back there. I did a proper drip leg right there. Always make sure your gas changes direction. Don't do the pass-through T. It doesn't work. And then it's got to be a minimum of 4 inches on that drip leg. So we're all good there. I'm going to get my electrical tied in, get my low voltage tied in. If I got time, I'll start working on cleaning up the refrigeration side. But I do need to get my pump pulled off today, so I got to leave time for that. But let's get on with this other stuff. All right. Electrical's all tied in. Got my cover plate back on. Tie this low voltage in. Then I got to go remount the thermostat. And I'm going to go pull the vacuum pump off and release the charge. We're not going to get the AC going today. We don't need it. But we are going to get the furnace going because we're still getting into the 30s at night. So we'll get him fired off today. All right, guys, I did a little housekeeping up here. I'm going to leave a few things up here. I'm going to come back tomorrow. Like I said, these are short days, and today I had to go out in the field and go do a couple sales calls and stuff, so I didn't spend the whole day here. That's why I got less video today. But I got my low voltage mounted now. From top to bottom, we got W2. I'm just going to do pink, common, green for fan, R for red, WW1 first stage heat. Sorry, W2 second stage heat on the bottom. And then wide YY1. This is just going to be single stage of compressor. And then I got my my black and my brown for my outdoor sensor, and then my reversing valve that you just daisy chain inside the furnace cabinet goes all the way from the outdoor unit to the thermostat. So got my gas valve on inside the furnace. I got my gas valve on there. I already bled my gas line there at the flex. We're all vented. We'll get that drain pan under the coil tomorrow, I promise. It's right there. So I don't need anybody telling me we're not putting a drain pan under this. Then I'm also going to have the wet switch under there, and then we're also going to tie in our secondary. There's our primary they got to fix that my brother snapped. I'll just reroute it. I'll probably reroute it up through here because I got to be able to put a trap on it. So I'll probably put an easy trap right here. So still stuff to do tomorrow. I want to get his heat going today. He's going to hand me up those panels, and I'm going to go down and do the thermostat. Alright guys, we're just about done here for today. I got the thermostat on, it's in wait mode, and I got it in emergency heat, so they'll have their gas furnace running tonight. I'm not going to get the heat pump running today. I just got too much other little things to do, and I got to pick my daughter up within a half an hour, so we're looking good. Let's wait for this delay. What? Hold on. It should say wait or something.
Yeah, it says wait.
Okay. Just give it. It's going to take it about 3 minutes probably. It's because I took the wrong panel off. Like a dummy. So tomorrow I'll come up here and I'll get my manometer on there, and I'll check all of our gas pressures. And I'll get a static pressure test in compressor in Y1 when it's running on stage 1 cooling. I'll get it in first stage heat, or first stage backup heat, I should say, first stage of gas, and then I'll get static of second stage gas furnace. This is a variable speed, variable capacity heat pump. So, and this is a variable speed fan. So, I'll jumper it so it's in 100%. We'll get our static, make sure we're good. We should be good. We got lots of duct work on this thing. So, and the return's in good shape. Nice straight run, doesn't go that far. I clean things up pretty good. Get our drain pan in tomorrow. I'm just rambling until we get this delay done on the thermostat, and I can show you guys this thing fire up. Put the panel on and we'll get out of here. I'll be back once it goes into its cycle. Alright guys, there we go. Get the inducer going. Let's wait for our igniter. Shot of that. It's down on the bottom. There she goes. See the red. Getting crazy with the cheese whiz. There it goes, fire in the hole. Alright, let's put this panel back on. Like I said, I'll check the pressures tomorrow. I've noticed on these Colemans that they stay 3.5 out of the box pretty good, believe it or not. Inside. There we go. All right, let me give you an overall shot here as I climb out of here for today. Sorry about the camera work. Looking pretty good. Gotta clean that up, get my drains in, and we'll be rocking and rolling. All right, I'm gonna go out and pull the vacuum pump off, dump the charge on the outdoor unit, and I gotta get out of here. I'm in a hurry. All right, day 3 in the books. I wouldn't call it a full day, more like day 2.25 total, because we worked about 3/4 of a day each day. Tested out the gas, fired right up, no problem. Just wanted to run the cooling real quick here for a couple minutes and make sure it came on. So this thing is a different animal than what he had before. It'll have its variable capacity, so it has different frequencies that it'll run on depending on what the thermostat's telling it to do and what the outdoor temperature is. It's got 1 million sensors in it telling it what to do, so it knows how high it needs to ramp up or how low it needs to ramp down. We're going to take this outdoor sensor, we're going to put it down about a couple inches down into this foundation vent. That'll be a better temp. Right now we're getting the sun hitting it, so it's reading too hot. That won't be good come next winter. But yeah, we're looking good. All I have left are the drains up in the attic, and then cleaning up the line set, and just running some tests, making sure everything works good. And we'll be done tomorrow in probably about 2 hours.